So guys, we all know that Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen is the two very popular animes of today, but who would actually win in a fight between Megumi from Jujutsu Kaisen takes on Aki from Chainsaw Man? First, you got to look at the abilities of both of these opponents. So Megumi is actually from the Fushiguro family. He is a second grade sorcerer and also attending his first year at Tokyo Jujutsu High. Even though Megumi is actually a second grade sorcerer, he actually has intelligence. He has immense tactical intellect. It is Megumi's most reliable and imposing asset as a sorcerer in his mind, meaning he is a genius. He's a genius. He is actually a cerebral. A fighter who focuses in on a battle is to outwit his opponent rather than overpowering him. Megumi assesses all the threats logically and deals with them in a strategic manner. Using his advanced strategic skills and reasoning skills, Megumi thinks of clever ways to deal with every situation as it comes. This regularly showcased by Megumi consistently talent for deducting his opponent's strengths and weaknesses in the heat of battle. Also, with his intelligence, he shows physical prowess. Megumi is actually a strong fighter who has never been afraid to get close to hit his opponents. He also has been stronger than normal people his age, able to effortlessly beat down a human pile of bullies on his own. He is also expert weapon specialist. He was actually trained by Maki, the best cursed tool user at Jujutsu High, to use a variety of different weapons. He can keep cursed tools in his shadow, so Megumi is capable of swapping out multiple weapons for himself at any time. With all that, he also have high endurance. He is physically tough for a human being with a high pain tolerance, exceptional with stamina, especially impressive durability. He's shown toughness on numerous occasions where he was able to withstand a beating and survive the battle and overcoming his own exhaustion to achieve victory. Since he's a Jujutsu sorcerer, this is his Jujutsu. He has curse energy manipulation. Megumi's overall curse energy is his ability to conjure a domain, which requires a massive amount of it. In Shibuya, Megumi used the Shikigami before and after casting his domain without expending himself completely. A similar feature was achieved when he was facing against Reggie, where Megumi used a Max Elephant alongside other Shikigami. He usually used Max Elephant alone because it consumes a lot of curse energy, but he still had enough to cast his own domain afterward. Even after sparing his own domain, Megumi could still summon Divine Dog totality with the last of cursed energy. He has an inherited technique. It's actually called the 10 Shadows technique, a technique that was passed down by the Zenin family, and Megumi inherited it, allowing him to summon up to 10 potential Shikigami using his own shadows as an intermediary. It also grants Megumi as overall manipulation of shadows, allowing Megumi to hide in shadows or store objects within his own shadow. He also has Divine Dogs, twin canine Shikigamis with powerful noses for tracking lethal fangs and claws. Devour curses. The white dog was destroyed by the finger barrier, but its abilities was inherited by its black twin. Divine Dog Totality, an improved version of the black Divine Dog that incorporating the power of its fallen white twin. Totality is strong enough to contend with special grade cursed spirits, making it Megumi's strongest offensive Shikigami. The new Jujutsu is a winged Shikigami armed with electroshock wings that can carry people short distances. Megumi actually uses it for scouting or to support other Shikigami using its mobility. He also has the Great Serpent, a giant snake Shikigami that used to ensure Megumi's targets. It was capable of destroying low-level curses, but only bound Sakuna momentarily before being destroyed. It is unknown which Shikigami actually inherited its powers. The Toad Jujutsu, a large toad Shikigami with long and powerful tongue that can grab people and pull them through the air. Toad's tongue can be used to pull Megumi or his allies to safety, then carry on an entire person in its mouth if needs be. He also has the well-known Abyss, an extension technique that can combine Toad and Newt to summon numerous winged toads that support Megumi in battle. Any of the numbers of these winged toads can be destroyed without Megumi losing the ability to summon Newt or a toad. The Max Elephant Jujutsu is an elephant Shikigami that Megumi just dominated just before the Goodwill event. The Max Elephant has the ability to produce a massive volume of water from its trunk, and a way can be used offensively as well. The Great Rabbit Escape is actually a swarm of rabbit Shikigami that Megumi uses as a distraction or to help him figure out his enemy's abilities. Like the whale's unknown abyss, the rabbit can be destroyed without any repercussions, allowing Megumi to spawn as many as he needs. The 8-handled sword is actually the most powerful uncontrollable Shikigami that allows the 10 shadows technique can be produced. Not a single user of the technique has ever been able to tame the Maraga, including Megumi. He only threatens to summon it as a trump card if he feels he's going to lose the battle anyway, releasing it to attack both him and his opponent. He also has a domain expansion. His domain expansion is the Chimera Shadow Garden, a domain that floods the area with fluid shadows that can be rapidly produced by Shikigami. Megumi desires. Megumi domain is incomplete, doesn't have a sure hit function, but the 10 shadows technique is actually improved to 110% of its potential. This allows Megumi to produce clones of himself of the shadows as well as the Shikigami. Megumi is unable to produce a barrier around the domain and must overlap an indoor space to forcibly enclose his domain to trap his target inside. On the other hand, Aki, he's actually a public safety devil hunter working under Makima's special squad. He has contracts with Cursed Devil, Future Devil, and former contract with the Fox Devil. With Aki's abilities, he has enhanced reflexes. Aki has superhuman reflexes, being able to keep up the Katana Man and the other devils after making a contract with the Future Devil. Aki's reaction time was further improved. He actually has enhanced durability. Aki is actually quite tough. He actually managed to survive by getting stabbed by Kobini, only needing power to help to close the wound and not having to go up to the hospital afterwards. He actually has devil contracts. He has the Cursed Devil contract. Aki made a contract with him, which granted him a nail-like sword. In order for the contract to work properly, Aki must point the nail anywhere on the target's body, then saying the word fire. The hand of the Cursed Devil will appear and flicks the back end of the nail to inflict damage. By stabbing his enemy 3 times with the nail, Aki could summon a Cursed Devil to seize the enemy and inflict massive damage upon them, potentially killing them in the process in order to use it. Aki's life would be significantly short. With the Fox Devil contract, Aki had a contract with the Fox Devil in exchange for feeding him a part of his body. Aki could use the power in combat by raising his hand and saying the word Khan, causing the Fox Devil head to appear, instantly bite down on the target's body, swallowing him whole or tearing him apart. Aki lost the ability to summon him after he used the Fox Devil recklessly against the Katana Man. The Future Devil contract, after losing favor of the Fox Devil, Aki was taken to the Future Devil that is held prisoner by the public safety. He managed to gain a contract to use his ability in exchange for letting the Future Devil live inside his right eye. The precondition, Aki had the ability to see a few seconds into the future. He used this to predict the opponent's oncoming attacks and plan coordinately. Summoning, due to his contract, Aki could summon the Future Devil by calling him, while the devil says that Aki must say the future rules to make him come. This was not an actual requirement. He also has a Control Devil contract made by the Control Devil in exchange for his entire being. He gained her power. However, since at that point he was completely under her control, was unable to use it. So, what would actually happen in this fight? Well, knowing Megumi, he actually used his cursed energy. So to scope him out, to know what Aki is capable of, he was actually used a Shikigami called the Rabbit Escape to scope out his opponent's abilities and also cause a distraction at the same time. And then he's going to use the Divine Dog Totality. While Megumi is using his Shikigamis, actually Aki will use the Cursed Devil nail attack while trying to hit Megumi's body 3 times so he can summon the Cursed Devil to actually enclose him and seize the enemy with inflict massive damage upon him. While that's happening, I think Megumi would use the Toad Shikigami with the long tongue he has, powerful long tongue that the Toad has. It pulls him to safety. And while that was going on, if it gets into an enclosed area, Megumi would actually use the Chimera Shadow Garden, his domain expansion, And then Aki would actually use the future devil to see into the future while that was going on. Actually, Megumi would be right behind Aki and kill him with Divine Dog Totality. In this matchup, I think Megumi is way too much for Aki. He would actually be blown off the pier of the face of the earth, and Megumi is way too much for Aki. Actually, this fight is completely unfair. Tell me what you think in the comments down below for this fight. Tell me your opinions about this fight and what would happen in your version in the comments down below. But thank you for watching.